So, ladies and gentlemen, with the hoo-hoo thing, we start the press conference of Team USA, who had the opportunity and made it to hold the gold tonight. Please, can we start with the live stream? So, as a reminder, Brazil-USA, that was the final of Women's Olympic Tournament 2024 here at Parc des Princes. This is our pleasure to welcome Emma Hayes, the head coach of Team USA, and Captain Lindsey Horan. Please raise your hand as usual. Wait for the mic. Very short questions, please. There are many, many hands already raised, which is a good sign. And please wait for the mic. Thank you very much. Yes, the gentleman here, please.
Hi, it's Mike Keegan from the Daily Mail. Question for Emma. Congratulations, Emma. You spoke, I saw, about the necklace. I saw at the final whistle you kiss your necklace and turn to the crowd. I wondered if you could talk a little bit more about that, the story behind it, where it came from and why that means so much to you.
Well, it's an American eagle, and it's my father's, and I think it's so fitting. My dad gave me his American eagle necklace, and that was for him. I wouldn't be here without him. To have my mum up there today, in fact, she spent the whole afternoon with Tom Cruise. Like, what an absolute blast. I've got some cracking photos of my family with Tom Cruise. But that was for my dad. I felt him with me the whole performance, and these girls are amazing. So I just had a moment to myself, just to remind myself of probably what I've been through in my life, my career, and show gratitude to my parents, the people that matter the most.
The gentleman front row on the left-hand side, please.
Hi, Lindsay. Steve Goff from the Washington Post. Why was this possible? Given Emma came in late, obviously, there's some new players. Things didn't go as well last year. Why do you think this happened and came together the way it did?
Yeah, I just whispered that to Emma, that she's been in for, 2 months? The belief in this group, the will, all the players being coachable, buying in. It's not easy. It's really not easy. It's not easy for Emma. It's not easy for us. I think this journey has been incredible. But there's so much belief in every single one of us, and I saw it in every game. Forget the principles and the tactical adjustments and the way we played. It's the belief that someone's going to get a goal and that we're going to go out and win that game. And we talk about the U.S. mentality and how much we spoke about that in the last press conference. I felt it today.
Yes, the lady on the third row, please.
Nancy Armour, USA Today Sports. One for Emma and one for Lindsay. First of all, congratulations. Emma, when did you believe that this could happen? I mean, this is your 10th game. And Lindsay, how much better can you guys get, given that this is only the 10th game with Emma?
For me, when I got the job, the minute I got the job was I knew the players. I knew the capabilities amongst them, and I think sometimes we always look at negative experiences or setbacks as something that just shouldn't happen. I feel the opposite. I think Vlatko had developed a group of players that may or may not have been ready at that time at the World Cup. And my job, as a result of their experience, the players' experience with that, plus the work of the staff that have put in a real shift to make it easier for me when I came in, all of that work was a perfect storm and a perfect timing for everyone. So I've always had belief. I like I said it before, winning's in my DNA. I'm used to being in finals. I'm used to competing for trophies. And so is the US women's national team. And I didn't actually realise till after the game that players hadn't won a gold medal. I just assumed they had, not that I pay much attention to it. But this is part of the DNA, and like Lindsay says, that mentality, that's why I love the country. It's why I'm so made for it, because that mentality, that never ever say die, and gut it out and grit it out and grind it out. Like, we had to find things in ourselves that weren't there before, but they've impressed me immensely, these players, at their ability to stay true to their beliefs, to their identity. And my job was made all the more easier because they are such exceptional human beings.
Like I said before, Emma's been in with us for 2 months, and she is sat right next to me, so I have to say all good things, but no, I'm joking. I was up on the podium and I was talking with Soph, and we were just like, imagine, what we can do now in the next 2.5 years before a World Cup. And it's just like an incredible thing to hear from her. I mean, you go out and we win the way that we just won in a major tournament against the best opponents in the world. And just so much credit to Emma and the staff, because we felt the trust, we felt the confidence, we felt the belief from them. And I think that's what made this happen. And now we sit here and we know that there's so much more in us. There's so much more potential, the way that we can play, the way that we can break down opponents. Today was not an easy game by any means. It was crazy. It was a battle. It was
the hardest.
Yeah.
It was the hardest of games,
yeah.
I thought.
And there's not a lot of football, but that's tournament modes, and you grind out the win, and that's how it happens sometimes. But my gosh, the way this team is now, and seeing the potential for 2027, yeah, it's very exciting.
I want to just actually say something. I think it's really important because, as someone who came in, this leader beside me, you don't see all the work she does off of the pitch. You don't see all the conversations she has, whether it's help nurture a young player, or whether it's to settle nerves, or to remind people of their confidence, or to push back on the things that matter most. And she has put performance first. She has put winning first. And yes, we were at an Olympics, but not at any point did, on our days off, we do unnecessary things or do things that put the team's performance at jeopardy. She took hard decisions with the players. And I really admire that in her. I can see not only why she's the leader of this team, but she made my job so much easier because she was firm with everyone, but also very fair. And I'm delighted for Lindsay because she deserves that and doesn't always get the credit she deserves. And it's been an honour for me to work with her.
What the hell?
I mean that. I mean that.
Don't ask me any more questions.
The gentleman on the front row, please.
All right, I'm Mark Kisel of the Denver Gazette. Sorry about this, Lindsay. Talk a little bit about your journey. I mean, your pro career started in Paris, if I remember correctly, and it wasn't always easy. How much pride do you take in the journey you've had to get here?
Yeah, the 18-year-old that stepped into that PSG team, I don't think she, at that time, believed that I would be up on the stage right now and wearing a gold medal. I think that took time and a lot of patience and a lot of grit, and I wanted this so badly. Like Emma just said, I'm a winner, I'm a competitor, and I want the best for my team, and I want to impact the way that I know how, and sometimes it's not always just the football that I can play, and that's what I love the most, but I've changed so much since that PSG Lindsay, and I'm so proud, but I'm so thankful for all the people and the experiences, all the players that I played with that helped me get to this point, the players, that were in the stands today. I looked up at Tobin Heath when I was singing the national anthem, and she had so much belief in me throughout this entire tournament, through my entire career, and I was just like, yeah, this is what it's all about. So I'm thankful for all of that. I'm thankful that I started my career here, and I get to put on a gold medal at Parc de France. It's amazing.
It's amazing. That's an amazing story.
The gentleman on the left-hand side, please.
Henry Bushnell from Yahoo Sports. Lindsay, question for you. I remember last summer you talking about, and other players talked about it as well, but like the lack of joy at times in the group during the World Cup. Players have talked this month about the presence of joy, that everybody is having a lot of fun. When did that return? Like, when did joy kind of return to the group, and how?
I mean, it's something that we wanted to implement this past year after the World Cup. But to be perfectly honest, the past 2 months, there's just ease, there's calmness, and again, it comes with the confidence, it comes with the trust, all those things, but also just like, we want to enjoy this. We're playing on the world stage, and why not enjoy that? And I think that was the main message going into the game today, is just like, playing for a gold medal. Like, we've done all the hard work, we got here. It's another game of football, but let's freaking enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I just got into the locker room, and the first thing Lynn said was like, I can't believe I just enjoyed this tournament. It's hard sometimes.
He said the same to me.
Yeah. It's hard. It's really hard to actually enjoy it, and that was a big goal of ours. Was you don't want to look back and not enjoy this whole journey getting here. So, yeah.
And was that a message that you tried to, facilitate?
Please use the mic for the interpretation. Sorry.
Right. Emma, was that I guess first of all, did you hear much about last summer and kind of the lack of joy, and was it something that you have really tried to facilitate within the group?
Listen, I'm a coach, so never going to hear me speak negatively about coaching. And here's why: because it's cyclical and it takes time. I genuinely believe that I came in the right moment. And I'm telling you, I had a fucking blast the last month. Don't think for 1 minute I didn't. I had a ball. I was with some of my best friends and the coaching team. I mean, these are people I've journeyed with, and I had a ball with them. I felt at times like I was in university. I'd felt lighter than I'd felt in a long, long time without, and it's not about weight of expectation. Trust me, I know what this jersey means. But I'm not going to let it strangle me. Far from it. I want it. America means like more to me than most people realise. And I was a 20-year-old who'd come from a pretty stuffy society that didn't embrace the women's game and women in football. And I went to America, and they looked after me. And they nurtured me, and they opened the doors for me, and they gave me opportunities that England never, ever gave me. And I'm just so happy to repay that faith in me. And I am, honestly, I'm a delighted sort of half American today.
You're full American today. Yeah, come on.
You know what I mean.
Yes, please.
Lindsay, I'll give you a break. I'll ask this of Emma. Emma, you accomplished an awful lot at Chelsea. Is this automatically just higher than all of that? And I think you did say, I thought I heard you say you looked up, you saw your mom with Tom Cruise. Did you ever in your wildest imagination think you'd see that?
Did I say that question again? Something at the end where I didn't get the accent.
Oh,
sorry.
The first part was, is this better than anything you did at Chelsea? And then the second part, did you ever thought you'd see your mom with Tom Cruise in the stands?
It's just the best. Listen, Chelsea's been my love. I'll never ever speak badly or poorly about Chelsea. Every trophy I won with that football club is dear to me. And this, of course, professionally is probably much bigger than anything else I've ever done, without taking anything away from that. But the fact that my mum had Mission Impossible today, I'm absolutely over the moon.
So before we conclude this press conference, there's no question online apparently. So that's the last question. We take the last question, please. The lady in the middle. Thank you.
Thank you. Emma Maglinahan, The Athletic. You met with us in New York City, your first official day on the job, and you had a lot of questions about this team, the Olympics, and you basically told us, hey, I have to figure out what the gap is of where this team is right now and what their true potential is. Right now, what do you think that gap is?
Truthfully, I concur with what Lindsay said. We are so excited at our potential, and we are so looking forward to the things we can do together. And we've been, of course, delighted we have a gold medal, but it doesn't mean it ends there. We want so much more for ourselves because we're competitors, but we're just at the beginning. About 75 days in, baby. Let's go, Lindsay. Come on, we got to go. Let's go.
Thank you. Let's stop the live stream, and congrats, ladies, for the gold. Of course, safe trip back. And we take also the opportunity, guys, to thank you for your commitment.